Hey everybody, it's the OMAD Dad. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, a channel that is dedicated to living the OMAD lifestyle or eating one meal a day. Well, the title of today's video is called The Best Way to OMAD. Sort of a misleading title because the gist of what I'm going to go over today is that the best way to practice OMAD is something that is a little bit different for everybody, but it's something that works for you. It's something that works for your temperament and lifestyle, and something that you can have lasting success on. It's kind of hard for me to believe that it's been almost a year since I started this channel. I actually was talking myself out of doing it entirely back in January, and I ended up doing it anyway. And now I have all of these different viewers and a lot of different subscribers, all these videos out, and I've heard so many great stories from all of you guys, so many great comments, and I'm connecting with just a ton of people from all over the planet who are finding OMAD, intermittent fasting, timed eating, whatever you want to call it, whatever you practice, and they are finding really great success, not just in weight loss, but overall health in general. And because I have so many videos out, and because I tend to delve into each specific slice of the OMAD pie and really talk about it kind of in its own context, I think I wanted to do a video today to kind of go over the basics of how and what I practice specifically on OMAD that has gotten me the success that I have today, which is hitting over 60 pounds of weight loss and having all of my health markers improve and feeling amazing pretty much every day. So I'm going to go over the basics of what I practice now, and I'm going to show you where there's room to do a little bit of tweaking and how to make it fit for your lifestyle and what you need to do. Okay, so the baseline practice of my OMAD, once again, I eat one meal a day, not necessarily on one dinner plate. Sometimes I have maybe one or two plates, somewhat small, of foods that I really don't want commingling or touching each other, but I eat one meal. I put a good amount of thought into what I like to eat. I have it all laid out in front of me. That's very important so that I can eat it and enjoy, and I don't have any distractions on at the time as much as possible. I want to be fully submerged. I want to be fully present and mindful of what I'm doing, and I enjoy my meal. I don't eliminate any food groups. I have no known food allergies, so I can eat at will what I choose to. I do try to have, as a general guideline, some good fat, fiber, and protein in every single one of my meals to make sure that I'm getting my macro and micronutrients. And these three all work very well together in making sure that I'm fully satiated and full until my next meal. I allow myself one caloric beverage with my meal every single day. Every now and then I'll break that rule, but for the most part I don't, and there are many days where I choose to not have any sort of caloric beverage, where I just want to have some more water, and that's fine. I try to eat my meal within about an hour of two time. It depends on how long, especially if I'm at a family function or a restaurant, or if I'm just eating by myself at home. I tend to be a fast eater, so I have a pretty short eating window. Here, you may want to watch my video about eating windows explained. If you're a slow eater and you need more time than the 1 to 2 hours because you're filling up too quickly, by all means tweak it out a little bit. You just have to be careful. And then that's it. I eat my meal, I enjoy it, and when I'm done, I'm done. When I'm not fasting, I don't consume any calories at all. That means I'm only allowed to have water, black tea, black coffee. Diet sodas that are 0 calorie are kind of permitted. They are sort of a gray area in this. Some people believe it spikes your insulin, some don't. Some people, it knocks them out of ketosis, some people it doesn't. You do kind of have to experiment a little bit. It doesn't have any calories, so technically it would be allowed. If you find that it's making you hungrier, or if it's not working for you, by all means boot it out and just stick to the 3 drinks that I described before. Either way, even if it does work well for you, the number one drink that you should be having anyway is water. All right, and so when I'm not eating and when my window is closed, I'm done, and then I have my food again the next day. And this has worked wonders for me by sticking to this plan. There are a lot of places where I can tweak my OMAD plan out to make it specific for me. If I choose to be vegan or keto, standard American diet. If I choose to eliminate certain foods as opposed to the other, or not. If cooking methods. Again, as I've touched on before, if I'm a very slow eater, then I may need a slightly larger window. Some people do well with like a 3 or 4 hour window, some even 5. Me, I tend to be a very fast eater, and I know this, so that's why I have a pretty short window. And then I sit and allow myself to get the satiety signals sent to my brain. Leptin and ghrelin work together and let me know that I'm full and I've had enough. Although by now it's pretty intuitive what will fill me up and what won't. And that is it. I'm not starving. I'm not hungry all day. I feel fine. And when I start to get hungry again, it's usually around the time of my next meal. But I am far less hungrier now eating 1 meal a day, ironically, than I was when I was eating 5 to 6 meals a day. So, and then drinking my calories on top of it. So that is my plan in a nutshell. And I take each component of this in my channel and other topics related to OMAD, and I like to break them down and really kind of delve into each one and give my thoughts and my opinions on them based on my experience. But again, you have to understand that with this channel, this is all based on my experience and what works best for me. You may decide that you can't do caffeine at all, or you can't and you don't want gluten in your diet or whatever. And that's all the power to you. Be wary of other people who say that this is the only specific way to do things and that this is it. It's not. There are many ways to lose weight. This just happens to be my favorite and what I felt is the most effective for me. And I know that there are a lot of people out there who have found OMAD and it is working for them in the same way. And I'd love to hear from you guys out there. I love hearing your comments. I love getting your emails. They're starting to pour in now about how this is working for you and what you have found that works best. But this is the general overall plan that I've followed that has allowed me. Now it's a little over 60 pounds of weight loss, and I've been able to maintain that and keep it off very easily. I've spent the last probably 5 or 6 months doing little experiments to longer eating windows, different types of food combinations, sometimes having a higher carbohydrate meal or a higher protein meal and seeing how I feel, et cetera, et cetera. And I keep coming back to my specific baseline, and it just keeps working for me. So that is my best way to OMAD, and I encourage you guys out there to take some of the basics that I'm teaching you here and find your best way and have success with OMAD, timed eating, intermittent fasting, whatever you want to call it. I encourage you to do the same. So that is it for me for today. I've got a whole bunch of more videos coming up, and I'm going to dive even more into OMAD in the coming weeks and definitely in the coming year. We are knee deep in the holiday season, so I'm going to try and post as often as I can. I still have to try and finish my holiday shopping and gift wrapping, and it's very busy at the restaurant this time of year. Everybody likes to have parties and go out to eat in December. So I'm going to try and post as often as I can, but I do have a lot more content coming out. I wish you the very best. And again, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below or email me directly, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But regardless, have a great day, have a very happy OMAD, and I'll see you next time.